Hello, everybody. It's lovely to see you here, Bomber, Steve, and Silhouette Park. Thanks for coming. Now, I was just in your yards live, as you guys would know too, and it's come to my attention that everybody is having a challenge with pronouncing my name. So I'm going to make a point of actually explaining that. So my name is Gerowyn. I know it sounds really bad, but it rhymes with heroin, not the drug. I know you're thinking about the drug, but it's not the drug. It's the female hero. So it's heroin with a G. And you remember it's a G, not a J, because my husband's name's Gavin and my mum's name's Gail, and I've got goats. So it's Gerowyn and the goats. And Janderra is pronounced Janderra. So Janderra. So Gerowyn is Gerowyn and Janderra is Janderra. I hope that makes it simple for everyone, but that wasn't quite what I was planning on. But that's where I will start. So I'll just have a quick look here. Thanks, Nettie. I hope you're having success with getting Archie to bed. Bomber Steve, yes, I sent the link to hop on to the stream yard through Messenger and on the Facebook page. So I think you should have gotten that. You're on the Facebook group for Team Downunder, aren't you? Hi, Resonance. Great to see you here. Hello down on Boddington Farm, Bettie and Agent. Great to see you guys here. Yes, there's a link in Messenger for Team Downunder members so that they can join into the StreamYard if they wish to, especially when I'm going through your introductory video. That would be really good. So what else did I miss up here? Bomber, I definitely agree. I think it's Adam's turn. It's always fun trying to get kids to bed. Yes. Oh, link didn't work for us? Oh, that's not good, Bibby. Bibby? I mean, I could put it in the chat here. I'm not quite sure how to work that. I mean, it's probably going to be the same link, so that's probably not very helpful. Oh, you wouldn't think it'd be that complicated to log in on the computer, would you? But of course it is. I'm going to have to go in via Facebook. Always interesting. Yeah, check Facebook. Archer's on Adam's lap. Let's hope that works. Say good job, Adam. We're here now. You're here as in I need to add you to the screen. I'm really new with this whole StreamYard thing, so be patient with me. I'll try to... You can't see the link, Bomber? Link didn't work. I guess it's not going to hurt to stick it in the chat here. I think that's going to be easier than trying to do it anywhere else. Oh, there we go. I got Darren. There we go. Yeah. Darren's here. Oh, do we have a nasty echo?
It might be my microphone position. How's that? Better?
I can't hear it now, so possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, my microphone was on the wrong side of the speaker.
Ah, cool. That can always be a challenge. Okay.
But yeah, I went in off Facebook, guys.
Sweet. I'm glad the link worked on that. So if the link worked on that, we might start with Darren's intro video, since I've got him here.
Well, Darren jumped on to test it. Darren's just about to disappear for a second, so he can go make a coffee.
Oh, Darren. Well, that's okay. You can go make a coffee while I play your video. How's that work?
Okay, that works great.
So this is Darren, the team captain for Team Downunder. And the website that I've got here on the side, which... dyslexia. The website that's over there, the link is down below. So that's Janderra.com/SHEDWARS21-team-down-under, which I will actually put that link. Give me a second. I'll put that link in the chat. I should have some moderators, shouldn't I? I have no clue how to do that. So that's the link for the website that I'm at. And assuming this is working, this is the link for Darren's intro video. We'll go through and we'll watch that. So Darren's the team leader for Team Down Under. Bomber Steve, the link should be right at the top of the Facebook group. So it shouldn't be that difficult to find, I hope. If you still can't find it by the end of Darren's video, then we'll come up with some other solution, or I'll probably be able to think about it whilst I'm playing the video, and I'll tag you in it. So this is Darren's video, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the sound. I think I've done it right. So here we go.
Today we are doing my first video for SHEDWARS. Now I've been selected as one catalyst for Southern Hemisphere teams. SHEDWARS now for the 2021 season, Southern Hemisphere. So there's two teams. Southern Hemisphere, Team Southern Cross, which is away from Homestead, and the other team will be Lynne, my team, and it will be Team Downunder. Yes, I know that is part of my channel name, but Downunder, basically down under the equator. So it's the Southern Hemisphere. All right. Now, what we're doing at the moment is we are going out to tests joining. Our season has already kicked off some completely. Now, I've spoken with Lynne yesterday.
Sorry, I'm not sure how to make it any louder. Hi, Daisy Graze Farm. Hey, Steve, I've just sent you the link over the messenger. Hopefully you can use that one and it'll work. Oh, sorry, down under Boddington Farm. I'll give you the link again. So if you want to have a listen to it on your computer, that might be easier. I am on my old computer and it doesn't work really well. Excellent, Bob. My internet connection's really bad as well.
The SHEDWARS was started in 2020 by Woodcutter, by Mark and Woodcutter, and by Robert and Aquarius. These guys started it, these guys are still in charge, and then decided to include anything that you can produce that is that you can sustain yourself with, that is the goal. And the idea is we weigh everything in at the end and work out, who gets the higher totals. Now,
It sounds like I'm on speed. My connection is pretty sad, so part of the challenge of being on a rural property.
Yeah, you're getting buffering issues.
Am I? Am I getting buffering issues, am I?
Yeah, when you're downloading.
Sorry.
When you're downloading the video as well as uploading it, it's buffering up.
That would make it.
So it's really choppy.
That would make it a problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'll hop back on camera in a second. I'm doing something I don't do on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Darren. Hey, Boddington.
Something you use herbs for, Bibby? I'll let you do the math from there. Yeah, I don't think the video show is going to work, Gerowyn.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's okay. We can have a chat.
Yeah.
We can have a chat. So
You
this
still
is
put the-
Darren. So I might just put the links up for everybody's videos instead. That might be a better option. So let's see. So this is Darren.
Oh,
You're all big now.
And now you can see the mess behind me.
Well, just you could move your head over a little bit. Don't worry about it. So would you like
I just
to
got
give a brief
I just got my
introduction of
sourcing machine.
your sourcing machine.
Yes.
What's a sourcing machine?
Apart from the hand falling on the ground.
Ah, yes.
Ah, it's sourcing machine or mincing?
It's a sourcing machine.
Okay.
It is for turning tomatoes into tomato passata.
Oh, yummy. Okay. Well, anyway, in your intro video, you didn't really explain too much about yourself to people that don't know you. Would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Where are you located?
All right. I am down deep in the heart of the suburbs of Melbourne. I am suburban gardening, very few bees, as you guys have seen on the videos, although the flowers have brought them in. But, yeah, it's still not a great pollination rate. I have a tiny yard. Basically, Homestead Oz, who is the captain of the other team, my house lot and house will fit into their garden.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the whole thing will fit into their garden. So I'm working on a limited sort of space. So I've got lots of containers going, one bed going, some raised planters going, everything I can to make it work.
Excellent. So what are some of the things that you like to grow, or that you think that you grow the best? Zucchinis, obviously. Potatoes.
Potatoes. I love potatoes.
Cool. I'm hopeless at potatoes. Absolutely hopeless.
I've pulled 2 kilos of potatoes out so far this year.
Oh, that's awesome.
So still a few more to harvest.
Nice.
Hello, Julianne.
And down on Boddington farm says, and big zucchinis. Which I'd have to say, your zucchini is a fairly big zucchini. But
It wasn't as big as I wanted it to be.
It never is.
They never are, mate.
Yeah.
They never are.
Like I said, the video, it's a grower, not a shower. Yeah, if it had a bit more time.
Cool. So what made you start growing vegetables at home?
Which time?
Hi.
Oh, the first time. Hi, Sweenies.
The first time.
Yeah.
The first
Originally, what got
time.
you started?
Because Dad was growing back when I was knee high to a grasshopper.
Oh, okay.
I've been growing vegetables for 40 plus years.
Okay, so you've got a bit of experience going on there.
Yep. Yeah, I took a break for probably about 6-7 years.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
We did kind of seem to change.
Yeah, Julianne dropped off.
Yeah, she did. Still trying to get my head around how this thing works. Anyway. So I've noticed you seem to give me a few hints and tips on goats. So have you had a bit to do with goats as well?
No, I heard sheep.
Oh, you heard sheep?
Yeah.
Not in your backyard, obviously.
No, not in my backyard. That's the banner on my page is Bobby herding.
I've actually never noticed that. I feel really bad now. I'm going to have to go look. How very slack of me.
Julianne's back in.
She's back in? Oh, yes, there she is. That looks like we've got resonance too.
Hi.
Hi, Julianne.
Sorry, my audio and everything was out of whack. Hi,
guys.
How you going?
Good to see you guys.
Well, we just got blurry. That freaked me out a little bit.
Okay, Darren, is there anything else?
What's going on?
Anything else you want to tell us about you and your gardening?
No, not really. Let's move on to the team.
Cool. Okay, Julianne. You've been on here
What do you
longer
wanna
than Darren. Where are you guys located?
We're just north of Darren. Actually, we're in Bendigo, Central Victoria. So right smack bang in the middle. Bendigo's got about 120,000 people. So we're classed as a rural city. And we're in a suburb just outside of Bendigo. And we've got 20 acres. And we are, at the moment, we are actually renting a property while we build our farmhouse. So, and it sucks because the soil is really, really terrible here. It was a development and they've just basically annihilated the soil. There's nothing here. You put things in and there's no topsoil, there's nothing. And I think they've used a lot of herbicides. So everything we plant died, so we tore everything out and put them in pots. So, but we've also got beef cattle and chickens, lots and lots of feral rabbits. So, yeah. But
are they rabbits or are they hares?
We've got both.
You got both?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah. So at the moment, what are we growing? Stephen's not, he was making something for Harrison. We've got a lot of tomatoes. We've got about 15 fruit trees growing in pots waiting to be planted in the orchard. And we've got a lot of chilies and strawberries and chilies and chilies and chilies. Stephen likes
Do you have any
chilies.
chilies though?
We don't have chilies. No,
Okay.
no chilies. But we also
Give us
have.
some seeds if you like.
We've also got a lot of pumpkins because Stephen's a bit new to gardening, and he had a pumpkin that he cut open, he scooped out the seeds, soaked them, and then dried them out, and thought, oh, I'll plant them, all 100 of them, and they all germinated. So we basically gave nearly everything away and planted a whole heap, and then our watering system stopped working, and we lost everything. So then we had to beg for some back. So
I think, see, now that's the advantage of actually sharing your produce and sharing your seeds.
yeah,
When yours die, you can borrow it back again.
yeah. So we've got a lot of pumpkin plants going now. Only about 30 of them. So so we should have a few pumpkins. But he learnt his lesson, didn't you, Stephen? So don't plant all the pumpkin seeds at once.
There wasn't
Telling me
100.
it's all lies. He says it's all lies.
There wasn't 100.
He
There was
keeps on telling me.
97. There was
It's
97.
97. I'm sorry, I rounded up. So,
No, we
I
don't
don't
have domestic yet.
so
Domestic gardening, not domestic arguments.
So when we move, we'll also be getting some pigs, some Berkshires as well.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And Harrison, our 11-year-old, wants goats. I've had goats before. He wants the miniature ones, and he won't let us eat them. I don't know what they. I don't know what.
Go here for another reason.
Yeah. So so that's us. But I don't. Did Bomber tell you about his head?
No.
He ended up in the emergency department today.
Bummer, what did you do?
He
I was on a property in a suburb of Bendigo, and they had a 5-foot brown snake. And just about 90 seconds before I got there, it made a runner behind the shed, and I went behind the shed up onto the retaining wall and was head down looking for the snake going flat out. And they had a section of their eaves hanging out, and I got the corner of the eave straight on top of my scone, and split it open, and thankfully the triage nurse was able to super glue me back together again. So yeah, so I had blood running down and dripping off my nose, and I'm trying to find the snake, and it was fairly fun. So anyway,
did not get the snake.
no,
There was no snake.
the snake had done a runner by the time I got there. So yeah,
I can
so there you are.
understand that.
My first hospital trip from snake relocating, and it didn't involve venom, so I'm happy with that.
Well, at least you didn't get bitten.
That's exactly right. So
Yeah.
No, all good.
So that's
That's a good
pretty
day.
much that's pretty much what we've got. We're hopefully the house will be finished in a couple of months, and we can get out of here. So that'll be really good. And as I said, Stephen and I I've owned 19 houses, so I've shifted a lot, and I don't want to move anymore. So
I can understand that. I hate moving house.
42 times.
It's even harder when you're moving properties.
Yes.
And you've got to move all of your stuff. And I just realised I didn't put the link up for your intro video. So here's the Sweenies Creek Farm intro video for SHEDWARS for anyone that hasn't seen it. They've got a lot of interesting stuff.
Sorry. You guys have the Murray Brown cows? Is that the ones you guys got on your property out there?
Murray Grey, yeah.
Murray Grey. Tell me about the cows, because I'm intrigued. I want to get a cow.
They are amazing. They don't damage fences. They're very quiet. We have one that kisses Steve because he thinks that's his husband.
Who wouldn't want to kiss Steve? Let's be honest.
Well,
Nothing from you, Darren. No comments from you, Darren.
Didn't say a word.
You're innocent, aren't you, Darren?
they're a really good breed. They have live birth weight babies, so they basically fall out. We've had three seasons of them and never ever been there when they've been born, and we just rock up and, oh, there's a baby. Never pulled one, never had to assist, but they put on a lot of weight, really well. We just sold, I think they were 13-month-old ones, and they were 350 kilos. So, yeah. So they're really, really good animals. They've got great feet, don't care about the wet, if it's wet there. So, yeah, and they just keep condition, and they're quiet.
The other thing too, residents, is the bulls are like if you get into the Hereford bulls, you can very easily get up into 1.1 ton bulls, and they're sizable monsters. These Murray Greys will average around about 800, 850. So 900 to 1,000 kilos is a big Murray bull, Murray Grey bull. So the bulls tend to be a little bit more manageable. They're still an issue, but
and fantastic eating, really, really good meat.
That's always important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's what we had. The last cow we got from Kangaroo was Murray Grey.
Murray Grey.
If I go by the hide, I'm pretty sure it was Murray Grey.
They do a lot of cross as well. They put a Charolais bull over a Murray Grey as well, and get an even better meat cow out of the result. So
Yeah, or Murray Grey over Angus, but Angus tend to knock down fences a lot. So yeah, they like to escape.
Yeah.
So that's never a good thing. Escaping animals is never a good thing.
Yeah,
I have goats.
That's why I'll never have sheep.
I have goats. Goats fences are a suggestion.
Well, Julianne had a great description the other day.
I saw a fantastic description, and it said that if you're ever wondering if a goat is going to get it through your fence, get a bucket of water and throw it on the fence. If the water gets through the fence, a goat will too. Pretty much.
Yeah.
The trick is to make it so the goat wants to stay there.
Yep.
So if they've got food, if they've got shelter, and they've got friends, they're likely to stay there.
Our girls,
but not always.
have more food on our side of the fence, but they'll see that one blade of grass they want on the other side of the fence.
I've had to physically remove my goat's head from underneath the fence. There's a big pile of food right there. They could just have easy access to it, but there's that dandelion that they've got their eye on.
Mm-hmm.
I had to come and remove her head from underneath the fence because she wants that dandelion.
The problem is you've got goats there that are quite human. That's your problem.
Yeah, they're characters.
I love them, but
they
I've
are.
been doing this for 5 years, and I've been in a 5-year battle against goats versus fences.
The goats go through, and
I think I've had goats for 4 years now, and you can look back on my journey with goats. They're always escaping, although they're pretty good with the electric fence, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
get used to
hi,
hearing
Gail
it
from
power
Southern Living.
one.
It's good to see you. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Gail.
Hey, Gail, Southern Living.
Hey, Gail.
Gosh, it'd be what'll be over there? Early morning.
It'd be nearly 12. Is it 12 o'clock there at the moment, Gail?
Gail's in Texas, so it would be 5:30.
Did you say sexist or Texas?
Texas.
Texas.
Julianne, just because he's always talking about zucchinis and flopping them out.
Yeah, I know. How True didn't laugh at that video.
I'm in Texas right now.
I didn't laugh at that video.
You didn't laugh? No, you didn't seem to be laughing. You did look like you were having fun.
Well, Nettie asked me, how did you keep a straight face? And I was like, well, I just spoke.
He's smiling. It's just a moustache.
5:27 a.m. Wow.
There you go.
I reckon.
I'm hoping you have been to bed and you're getting up now. In which case, I hope you have a fantastic day. It is 9:28 p.m. at here at the moment.
Darren would make an awesome poker player because he's got a fantastic poker face. Like you just.
I wouldn't play poker with Darren. I would lose. I would lose the farm. It'd be gone.
I'd like to play poker
I
with
don't play
Darren.
poker.
That's poker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no. Maybe you should have picked roulette instead of poker.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued with residents. I want to know what all these guitars are in the background.
Residents, tell us a bit about you. Where are you located?
All right.
I'll be back.
Okay, Darren.
We're in South Australia. So we're in a little town called Clarendon. So that's in the foothills for us. So we're not so there's kind of an Adelaide saying you're 20 minutes from anywhere. So we're 20 minutes from the beach, 20 minutes and you're right out country, 20 minutes to the city. So that's kind of where we're located.
There we are. We've got 20 acres.
10
10 acres. I wish we had 20 acres. 20
Yeah.
acres. We've got goats, pig. We were breeding pigs for a while. Chickens and turkeys and sheep and alpaca. But we're renovating our whole house. Between me and Jess, we have 5 kids each. 5 kids each. I might have had a couple.
So you're not 10 o'clock in South Australia on a Friday night.
I might have had a couple of bees. So we've got 5
It's
kids.
Friday night, isn't it?
We've been renovating the house to just ensure every kid's got their own bit of space and everything's good and well. But so the focus has been, we started off focusing on the farm and what we had. And then it came pretty clear that the kids wanted their own space. So we sort of backed off from the farm and focused on the house. And we're just coming to the end of that now. So the focus is slowly getting back to the animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're milking the goats. We're getting the chickens organised. Sheep are nearly ready to send off.
And lamb. We've got some that are due to lamb.
Yeah, we've got some that are due to lamb as well. The turkey's been processed, but yeah, that's on the cards again. So we're just starting to ramp back up to what we want to be doing with this whole lifestyle.
So we're pretty much about trying to become self-sustainable, like a lot of homesteads, but also to do it a bit kinder to the environment. So that's sort of our focus about reusing, upcycling, only producing what we need and trying to aim that we don't have to leave the gate, basically. Like
a bit like the Wombles.
I always wanted to be a Womble when I was a kid.
I am a Womble.
You are a Womble.
I think it's better than being a wombat.
Focus are on me. The veggie patch has been a little bit on hold, but we're getting a temporary one up and going through because we're renovating outside as well. So there's been a few things on hold that we're really just starting to kick off with again, really.
Yeah.
But we kind of have a national park that backs up onto us. So we're like that extreme fire zone region as well. So we're a warm climate.
Dry climate.
Yeah, we're dry climate. So kind of we're hitting that time of year where there's a lot less time outside in the day. So it's that early morning, evening time that we kind of get out and about.
But yeah, I mean, we're just... I don't know. We've only been cracking at this for about 5 years. I came from an IT background, very much an office and CBD environment. So I think the five or 6 years ago, the closest thing I had to using hands-on was a Ryobi drill, and that was about it. And anything else, I'd pay someone to come and do. So for me, this has been a massive journey of just hands-on and just having a red-hot crack. And it's stuff like that compost toilet build that I get a bit of a chuff from because 6 years ago, no way. I wouldn't be doing it. I was on the computer writing scripts, I wasn't sliding over pig shit and building composting toilets, that's for sure.
Whereas I grew up here, so this was the family home before it was our home. So I grew up very much in a horse riding community, eventing, 3-day eventing, dressage, horse breeding, all that kind of stuff. So
no childhood.
and TV shows and bands and stuff. I'm like, what? Because I was on the back of a horse. So
Yeah.
Cool. I've got an IT background too, although I never actually worked too much in the industry because I ended up homeschooling my children. So
I was
I jumped from IT over to OT, so I work in SCADA now, so it's a nice change.
I was a systems administrator for 13 years.
Ooh,
nice.
So then came to my senses and got out of IT. So yeah, wasn't for me.
I basically got my degree, homeschooled my kids, was about to start working in the industry, had a car accident, got whiplash.
Yeah.
Can't sit at a computer for more than a couple of hours.
Well, hats off to you.
It's a bit hard.
I was homeschooling for 1 month during COVID, and I was never so happy to get back to work.
I've been homeschooling for 18 years.
Wow.
So I have a 24-year-old that I started homeschooling when she was in grade 2, and I have an 11-year-old who I'm homeschooling, and I've homeschooled him all the way through. And I have a 3-year-old, so I'm never going to be finished.
What are you thinking? Why would you do that to yourself?
How are you not a raging alcoholic?
Where my gardening journey started was when I was a single mum for 13 years. So I was growing things so that I could feed my daughter. So that's where my journey started, with permaculture in my backyard.
Darren
Not that I'm really all that successful, but hey, we learn and we keep trying.
Darren
then I
suggesting
married my husband, and we had Jonathan quite quickly, and then it took like 7 years to get pregnant with Jonathan. So it just happens.
Darren, teachers are drunk by lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think during that month, Annie said all you need to buy is tomato paste and sugar, and you could make me alcohol. That's all I went to the shops for. Everything else we had in the garden, and everyone else was going to the shops and buying all this stuff. I'm like, I just need tomato paste and sugar.
She goes, what do I need? And I said, you need about 11 kilos of sugar, some tomato paste. We'll throw it in the fermenter and we'll run it through the still, and then everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Everything else, just shut the front gate. We've got it, but just let's cover the tomato paste and sugar.
And I think I ended that sentence with, please don't hurt me.
Yeah, Daisy Graze, I have been homeschooling longer than most people have been at school. But it actually also took me a long time to get through school as well. I think it took me 13 years to actually complete my double degrees. But I was homeschooling at the same time, so.
Jeez.
Well, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, hang on. Where am I? That black screen down beside Stephen. Which way am I pointing? Jesus, I'm backwards. Our 11-year-old's behind. Our 11-year-old's behind that. Oh, whatever. That screen behind Stephen. Our 11-year-old's behind there, and we had to do remote. Yeah, we had to do remote. Yeah, over.
Well, class it's down there.
I feel like the Brady Bunch.
No, you're that way.
Stephen was a teacher for 28 years, and when Harrison had to remote learn, well, we were both working full time.
I want to hear about your barn that you're doing.
Which one?
Me or Julianne or
Sweenies, about the barn that you took down.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So we bought that. It was an American, like the American shaped barn, and so we've got the house under construction at the moment, and we're just trying to figure out where it's going to sit, because the problem with having 20 acres is you've got 20 acres, and that you like you got so much space, and you go, okay, well, if we put it there, and I'm like, and then I'm sitting in the house, which has no windows or anything, it's just a stick frame at the moment, and I'm sitting, but if I sit here, I can see it, and if I sit here, I can see it, and I don't want to see the shed, and yeah, so hopefully that'll be going up soon, but yeah, it'll probably be easier going up than it did coming down. It was just gale force winds and rain, and it was just absolutely disgusting to take it down, and they concreted everything into the ground instead of just like footings, and you know, they put it in, and then he decided he wanted more concrete, so he just kept pouring it on top of each other, and so hopefully that'll get done, and that's what we're calling our garden shed. So yeah, so hopefully that'll go up soon. So in our spare time.
We knew we were going to get garbage weather going down to get it, because it was at Romsey, which is halfway down to Melbourne. So, you know, the weather was always going to be bad.
Down your dad's.
Now, residents, Daisy Gray's farm asked you to send them some fruit chocks. Can you explain what fruit chocks are to us?
What the heck is a fruit choc?
And Gail's getting a little confused on the whole candies and lollies.
Oh, I'm big on that in this house. If someone says, can I have a cookie, they're in big trouble with this house. It is a biscuit.
Gavin does it all the time.
Any of those is definitely a lolly, but a fruit choc is an apricot, like an apricot ball, chocolate coated, and chocolates. And I'll absolutely send you some. Make sure you've got your PO box on your description, and I'll stick them in. I'm shopping tomorrow, so I'll stick them in the post for you because they're delicious.
I actually met the gentleman that owns that, and he's got a massive farm on the peninsula in Adelaide, and I drove out to have a look at it, and he's very into farming and cows, and he's such a lovely man. But yeah, I had no idea that, because we're not from South Australia, but I had no idea that he was that, and he's actually and he said he was actually able to recently buy the rights to Violet Crumble, so fight back, yes, so that was actually going to be going overseas, and he managed to buy the rights to do Violet Crumbles. So but candy and lollies, it's just lollies. Candy is lollies.
There's candy in America, lollies here.
Yeah.
It's cookies in America, it's biscuits here. But because the kids watch so much American YouTube, it's candy, and it drives me mad. The other thing that drives me mad is the kids wear.
Oh, don't get it started.
The kids. My daughter had a friend over tonight. She had a Metallica T-shirt. I said, "Name one song," and she went,
Enter Sandman, you know.
One.
They're wearing Nirvana T-shirts. Drives me nuts.
It's pop culture, so they don't know anything about it, but it's pop culture. So, but our Harrison would be able to name him, because Metalhead right down that way, him. So yeah.
On you, Steve.
Although he was singing Rick Astley the other day, so Stephen's disowned him.
Okay,
now you've outed Nerd Boy.
Rick Astley.
That's a
Sorry.
There's a huge difference between a metal lover and Rick Astley fan.
I've been able to handle most things from COVID. I've just taken in me stride and all that. But the fact that the Iron Maiden concert got cancelled was just ripped my heart out. So
I can understand that.
Daisy Grace, I don't think we can get Woody's lemonade anymore. I don't think even we get it, do we?
I think we still get Woodruff's lemonade, but I think it's made by Schweppes. I don't think it's proper Woody's like it used to be.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's a lot of that
Very
going on.
sad.
Yeah.
I'm going to wonder whether David's a crow eater.
What's that?
I said, I got to wonder if David's a crow eater.
Maybe. He's obviously spent time in South Australia.
Mhm.
Check.
Go away.
So, Gail, are there any other
that's
names that you'd like
Get out of here.
explanations of?
Dog
Have
child.
you said anything else that confuses you?
Yeah.
Ask away.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
if you've got
You
any
can't do a lot of them.
questions on Aussie slang language, we can definitely help.
We were on a live the other day. It lasted 3 hours, and I think half of that time was people just trying.
Yeah.
No.
Chatting to people and you're like,
My
I was-
accent is a lot thicker than Julianne's as well, so I think I'm a bit broader and I use a bit more slang and vernacular. So yeah,
I speak properly, apparently, according to the Americans. I speak English, and Stephen speaks Australian. So yeah,
I reckon you can always tell if you put the subtitles. What's that? The subtitles on video.
Did make a video on slang, yes.
Yeah, if the subtitles don't pick up your intonation on words and things, you kind of go, okay, that gives you a hint that you've got a thicker accent.
Oh,
Yeah, but some people watch the subtitles automatically too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I had
really
a
enjoy
really
we make sentences into one word. I love chatting to Americans where it's, hey, how are you? Having a good day? What's going on? And they're just like, what the fuck did he just say? Mate, I've just been down the back paddock. I just sorted out some sheep and stuff. Hey, what are you up to? They're like, what?
Stephen, you saw the other day. What you doing this afternoon?
Yeah.
What you
What are
doing
you
this
doing,
Savo?
Savo?
What you
Yeah.
doing this Savo?
I had a half-hour conversation with an American at the dinner table when I was over there, trying to explain what the Savo is, and he still didn't get it.
See,
But
that
And
is
Gail,
very
that is
complicated.
this afternoon.
I also had a really
No, mate,
difficult,
all right.
I had a difficult question in the stream the other day too, because I got out the jar of Vegemite and I showed them the correct way to set up a bit of bread with Vegemite.
I saw that.
Skid marks.
And-
Skid
and
marks,
then I-
they said.
And then I got the ultimate hard question. What does it taste like? Now, when we try to describe what something tastes like, you sort of refer to
Beef.
something. There is nothing else you can describe Vegemite with. It's
Beef
just,
for you.
yeah, well, that's true too.
Vegemite is
Yeah.
Vegemite.
In the immortal words of Ross from Friends, it tastes like feet. So
Beautiful,
Oh,
delicious.
sleep well. I hope you get to go to sleep before Agent
Who the
starts
gods?
snoring. And you did a fantastic video on Aussie slang the other day. It was brilliant.
Yeah, very, very good
Team
video.
Downunder Boddington Farm. Love you guys.
I wish I
Love your
could do
work.
more of the videos. They're just not showing up nicely.
maybe
Which is really unfortunate.
do you think it's your internet connection or?
Probably. I'm on a rural property and I'm lucky to. I mean, we've got wireless NBN, but it's really
Yeah.
that's shocking. It's
I
shocking.
love that.
Not quite
What
sure
is
what.
hard?
Pardon?
What is hard is for an Aussie to talk to someone from the south because we take syllables out of words. They put syllables into words.
In.
Yes.
And drag them out for about a week.
No offense, Gail.
Well, when I talk to Dana, it's like, what was that word?
Haberdashery.
No, that was too short, mate.
Hey, the drugstore still gets me confused. I've still got problems with the drugstore
The
Yeah.
drugstore.
because it's
Yeah.
not even pharmacy. It's like the corner shop
Plenty
or
of
something.
those in South Australia. So, you don't struggle for a drugstore.
AKA hydroponics.
But Gail, we love Southerners. Just saying, I don't want to offend anyone out there. So,
No,
yeah.
we love the Americans. The Americans
I think
are awesome.
I think we can be the most. They could pay us out a lot more than we could them.
Well, as Stephen was explaining the other day on our live, that if we don't pick on you, it means we don't like you.
Correct.
So
Right.
How we roll.
Well,
Yeah.
I literally love a southerner. I have a
There you
southern
go.
girlfriend.
You do.
You're a got a pretty mouth.
She does have a purty mouth.
I I log on to Catfish Terry just to listen to him speak. I just like, I can't understand a word he's saying, but Catfish Terry,
He's awesome.
but I love him. So,
Although I did find some really nice aquariums videos through people that were in Catfish's
Yeah.
live. And I was just sitting there watching one, and it was like, I only went for a minute, but I stuck it on loop. And it was just so peaceful watching these fish swim past.
yeah.
Nice.
Amazing
Now,
aquarium.
Andy believed me that you've got a aquaponic system set up without a pump.
No, I've got a pump.
Is that
I've got one pump. Yeah, there's one pump in the aquaponic system.
Have you got one that doesn't have a pump though?
No, they all
No.
need at least one
No,
pump.
you've got
You got to
have
pump
a-
up still.
You've got
Because physics.
I
So
know,
it's
but
got
I was
Because
sure
physics.
Physics.
you were right.
it automatically,
Come on, Jess.
Cleaning it.
it automatically creates a siphon and it automatically drains.
Yeah.
You've got to pump the water up.
So the pump
Because
pumps the water
physics.
up to the garden beds. The garden beds fill up, and then once they get to a certain height, they automatically drain.
Yeah.
So that part doesn't have a pump, but there is water pumped up to it in the first place.
So that's your bell siphon though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the bell siphon makes the automatic water
Yeah.
dumping happen.
So water gets pumped up and then it hits a certain level, then the bell siphon allows it to siphon back down. Correct?
And who
We've
doesn't
done-
watch Rob Bob? Is
I
it-
think I put the video out yesterday or this afternoon or something. I don't know. I think that was the one that I scheduled. But it actually explains how the bell siphon works.
Yeah.
I know that was
Cool.
a couple
You done
of
the-
days ago. Yesterday,
You done
I
the
did
media
growing-
today.
Yeah, it was the growing medium today.
I
I actually recorded that one yesterday, but I knew I was going to be out today, so I scheduled it to go on today so that I wasn't flooding everyone yesterday. It was a big day yesterday.
But Gerowyn,
Does,
you watch
Do you
Rob Bob,
watch
don't you?
Rob Bob?
Yeah.
That's Steve. Rob Bob.
I love Rob Bob. Rob Bob's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really interesting when you actually go to his patch, though, because it's so much smaller.
It doesn't
seems
look
on
big at
the
all.
video.
No,
It's really interesting. Although I haven't been over since he's done the renovations. So
When he lifted the house up and did all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
last
Yeah.
time when I went over, it was before he did the renovations. So that was a while ago. It was a
He
long
actually
time
did
ago now.
some. He did some really good videos too about problem plants and basically noxious plants and harvesting those and getting them into the compost and actually using them to extract carbon and get really good organic matter out of them. So he's a very clever man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a big Rob Bob fan.
Yeah.
He's like one of the channels that I usually watch a lot of, although I haven't been lately.
He was a bit of a pioneer, I think, too. He was sort of, he was one of the ones that sort of, first started carving the way.
Yeah, he did.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
I think he's got over 250,000 subscribers now too.
Yeah. And Darren, you know Mark from Self-Sufficiently? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he runs an awesome channel. He's really, really
He
good.
does.
He's starting a new one. Self-sufficing me because he's bought a boat. So he's starting a new channel.
Awesome.
Self-sufficing me. So yeah, he's starting that one up soon. So, but yeah, he's let's get into it. He's a great resource. He hit over 1 million subscribers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Mark's
He's up
got
to
a huge
1.1
channel.
now.
I remember watching him when he was not as small as us, but yeah, smaller. So,
He's been around a while though, hasn't he?
yeah,
He's
yeah.
been around a long time.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I mean, people come in and they go, I want to be big and that sort of thing. But you look at these big channels and most of them have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
You
And-
are
and
not
Rob Bob
going
started
to,
really
in a
basic.
year. Yeah, in a year, you're not going to get to 10,000 subscribers in this sort of forum.
No.
It's
And
just not gonna
it's, yeah, I was watching a Gold Shore Farm, and Jess from Roots and Refuge had a private chat today, and they were explaining that, I mean, Jess, she's got, I don't know how many, 500,000 or something like that, and she was explaining that she's been around for 3 or 4 years, and I said to her, look, 80% of our watchers don't subscribe. And she said, well, that's perfectly fine. She says, years ago, people who want to give you sponsorship and everything were more interested about how many subscribers you have, but now they're changing to how many views you've got. So she says,
oh, that's interesting.
yeah. So she said, I get more interest from sponsorship on how many views I've got than how many subscribers I've got. So because she said you don't need people to be subscribing to view your stuff. So yeah, but she was really, really. I think it's going to be uploaded soon. It was really amazing just to listen, and she does all her stuff on her the iPad, and she edits all her stuff in 30 minutes. And I'm like, and she's got hundreds of thousands of viewers, and so, and she was making a point that YouTube on her thumbnails, she said the ones that do better are the ones with her picture on it. If she's just got thumbnails where she doesn't actually appear in them, they're not as popular as the ones that she has when she's actually in them. So yeah, so what she does is she uploads it and she has a look at the response, and if it's not what she normally gets, she changes the thumbnail to one with her in it, and it makes a massive difference. So,
yeah, because she's got that recognisability now.
Yep.
For all of us at our sort of stage, we want to have something that catches attention.
Yep.
Putting your face there ain't going to do it, because people go, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yep. They don't care what you look like. They're going to know.
And I generally don't go on this side of the camera. I prefer to be on that side of the camera.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we've gone from we've got just short of 150 in 4 months, so we're pretty stoked with that, and I think that's not a bad progression in that amount of time. So. Yeah.
And we haven't been really regular with our uploads either. So, no. Between smashing cameras,
doesn't help.
No,
it's all fixed. It's all fixed.
Yay!
Yay! So we can start doing a little bit more content now. So, yeah.
Have we learned to attach a sandbag to the tripod?
Yeah, that's a very good idea, Darren. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a hot tip there.
This week I've learnt two lessons: tie a sandbag onto the tripod and duck. That's good.
And it also helps not to film when it's like 30, 40 km/h winds. That doesn't help either. So lesson learned. And don't water your phone, Darren. Don't water your phone. Just remember where you've put it.
And wear a belt. Wear a belt, because no one likes a plumber's crack.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I had to take one out of Stephen's the other day. So a perfect shot, and I've looked back at it and I'm like, oh Jesus, you can see his butt crack. So
and no one wants to see that.
No, probably not.
No one likes man cleavage.
No. We might be lucky to go the plumber strikes again.
It's like Keto Homestead from Jess was live last night. It was a PJ party. She said, come on, turn your cameras on with your PJs. And I said, no, I don't sleep in PJs, and no one wants to see that.
It's summer here. It's not winter.
trust me, I sleep beside him. No one wants to see that.
There's a reason she's sitting in another room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did wonder.
He's on there's a wall separating us.
He's on that side.
What was that, mate?
We're all thinking it, but you've just come straight out.
I don't have a filter.
We've
Literally.
I'm just glad he's not
anyone-
whipping out his zucchini.
Has anyone watched the Two Family live stream on Monday nights?
I've joined in a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it's usually on at the wrong time.
I jumped in and it said it ended 3 seconds before I got there. So
I've listened to a couple while driving up and down the Toowoomba Range, but you can't.
I'm the same. I listen to a bit in the car. I Bluetooth it, but I need a little calendar because I'm really struggling with time differences and connecting to different people's lives, and I don't know. And because it's our daytime, like it's our busy time as well, so it's hard.
Well, I'm normally working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I should, you know, you've got 2 jobs going.
I want to know what's your favourite guitar and what's your favourite style of music, Darren? If you want to finish off,
Two Family is a great spot for everyone to jump onto for technical advice, and also for community.
Pretty good with that too.
He is, but it's a different sort of technical advice. It's like how to use Canva, and all that sort of stuff, how to set up your live streams. So they do Tech Tuesday, which is that stuff. But Monday is just
saying she never gets picked on the wheel. I'd be scared to get picked on the wheel. It's like I'm fielding that little form that scares me.
I put my name on the wheel, and the wheel got thrown away. They just went to my channel.
Interesting.
I have a little bit of a reputation.
What's the channel?
Oh, Stephen,
Two Family
I'll show
Homestead.
you. We're subscribed to that one. Well, I have.
They give it's great to listen to. They give awesome feedback to people. But,
and they're the ones who run that Facebook group that I sent you guys to. And
I saw that.
They are a massive help.
That's what that's where the live was today with Jess and Morgan from Goldshore. It was on that site that you sent. So thanks for that. So yeah, it was great. So Two Family run that. So it was really, really good.
Yeah, Two Family pretty much run it. They're not the owners of it, but I think the owners have stepped away.
Yeah. So what do you guys use for editing? I'm going to go around the room. What do you use to edit your videos?
I saw that Gail just said about TubeBuddy. What do we use? Oh, we're starting to echo.
VideoPad, video editor.
Yeah. Gerowyn, which way? That way.
Honestly, as much as I'm perfectly capable of using Premiere because of my degree in multimedia and all the fancy editing software, I use my mobile phone.
What about you, Darren?
I literally do everything on my Samsung A70.
I do everything on my iPhone. I record, I edit, I make my thumbnails, the whole lot. I use InShot to edit, and I use Fonto to make my thumbnails.
Yeah, I use Fonto to do my thumbnails as well.
We I don't know if you saw the video I did for the drought one.
Yes.
We actually, there's a free program similar to Premiere, but it's so easy to use. And we use a program called DaVinci Resolve, and it does all of that. And it is amazing, and it's free. And it gives Premiere a run for its money. So so that video, I'd never used it before, and I thought I'll put something really, really quickly together. And that, I think, was 1 minute and 22. That probably took me about 5 minutes to put together. So, so that was really, really good. But it's interesting to see what other people use. So, yeah.
Gail, are you saying Laurie's World is about to go live and she's going to be doing thumbnails in her next live? Is that what you're saying?
No, she's just started doing a tech video. She kicked that off this week. Because Laurie actually used to work in IT as well, and fully qualified. So there's a lot of IT people
going into permaculture and farming.
Should I do that?
Clearly, they must know something.
Are we going to get a tune?
So what's your favourite guitar and what's your favourite style of music?
Hey, Eva.
I think asked what his favourite guitar is. You just blow off the dust.
I will. It's been a while.
He's been doing like 15 hours a week, overtime a week or something ridiculous.
Hi, Highland Homestead.
That's a nice axe, mate.
This is my
Thank you very much.
back in the day. This is my my metalhead beast.
Yeah, that's a good axe. I like it.
Super low, super fast. But I don't play it much anymore.
He's going to replay this and see that. So
But this is my baby.
Ah, yes.
well, Stephen's a drummer.
Nice. Hi, drummer.
Yeah, the kit's in.
Oh, that explains a
storage
lot.
at the moment. Please
I
explain.
want to get a banjo. I want a banjo. But all the kids play ukulele. They don't learn ukulele at school. So
Are you suggesting something in the area of
I love a
mental?
banjo. That sound. It's beautiful.
But I'll tell you a story.
I think there was an inference
So,
of mental incompetence with
I think
drummers.
I was-
then.
No one's questioning the mental competence of drummers. We all know they're stupid.
Yeah,
Well, I think they can count a little bit better
Oh, I
than
didn't
sounding.
hear that.
Cut
They
out a
just
bit
go
there.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
At least drummers can get to what, 4?
That's
we can actually.
I do a bit of live sound. I used to do a bit of live sound mixing. So
Andy's friend.
Oh, yeah, they're breaking
So-
up a bit.
I picked up guitar when I was probably about 12. And then I got my very first electric guitar, my very first one, when I was 14 years old. And I've held on to that guitar for years. And for my last birthday, my wife took that guitar and got it fully reworked and redone.
nice.
And now it's completely playable again. This is my very first electric guitar.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
It's just
Awesome.
cute because look at the stickers. They're really cute. I'm like, don't touch the stickers.
It's got my little skull hologram.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you can see that.
Cool.
He's like, cut it out with scissors. It's like,
Well,
Gail, I'm
yeah.
not surprised you need coffee. It's early in the morning over there.
I can hear
Yeah.
smoke on the water and paranoid just coming out of that already. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Highland Homestead, I'm glad you're enjoying our growing season. I think we're enjoying your snow.
Mm.
It's quite warm
Yeah.
over here.
I love
I won't
watching
be
all the snow videos. I love that.
yeah, we don't get snow here.
No.
We get dust.
Yeah.
No.
I saw snow for the first time in my life 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I'm 40 something.
We went to
I'm older. I haven't seen it.
Plains and
In Melbourne, I haven't seen snow. Just wait a couple of
Aren't we
minutes.
all around 40 something?
Yeah, in Melbourne.
Yeah,
Just wait till the sun passes and then the snow will come.
that's what I said. Just wait a few minutes and you'll get it, and then it'll be.
No, I have
Blaring.
never been in the suburbs that it snowed at. If I'm there, it don't snow.
Go to Ballarat.
That's because you're
If
so
I go
hot.
there, it
Darren.
won't snow. I know.
Eva, I'm pretty sure if you sent the snow over, it'd melt. It'd turn to steam
Right,
before it got here.
what have you got at the moment?
Who's got snow?
Eva, Highland Homestead has snow.
A lot of Americans don't believe it snows in Australia. I'm like, yeah, we have mountains. Yeah.
Yeah, on
Oh,
those
I'm
three
It's
mountains.
like this, yeah.
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 We've actually even had snow in Queensland, in Stanthorpe, I think, but it was about 30 odd years ago.
Yeah, I think we
It
had
was
it
a very
here on
rare
our
thing.
lofty, and it's heavy hail really, and everyone's like,
It's
oh, it's snowing.
But it's muddy
I went-
slush.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went to Hobart.
Gerowyn, when the snow's round and hard,
That's not
it's
snow.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
hail.
What
I went-
happened in Stanthorpe was actually snow.
No,
What
we
we
had
normally get is hail,
snow.
and it's damaging, and it's like that big.
I visited Hobart in January. It was snowing there in January in Hobart.
We're jealous.
Yeah, I really hate that.
I haven't been to Tasmania. That is definitely on the list. I don't know.
Either
if
is
it's come
Steve.
back.
It's a beautiful place to visit.
Yeah. To visit.
I've never.
When we all did that whole room raid thing.
Coming home. Looks beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's really, really lovely. So yeah.
Really lovely if you like the 60s.
And your sister.
I prefer the 80s. I think the 80s were much better.
I'm sorry, I thought that was my inside voice.
It escaped again, mate. It's like the goats.
Sorry. Might have had a couple of beers.
As well, we love Tasmanians. That's why we pick on them.
That's right.
Yeah,
It doesn't
No,
apply
the
to
honest-
other Australians.
No.
The only
Hey,
state
sorry.
I haven't been to is Queensland.
You haven't been to Queensland.
No.
You're going to have to come and visit, Darren.
It's
gonna have to.
overrated.
Yeah,
Why do you say
and
that?
everyone goes there, so why would I?
I think that's the only
Okay.
place we're allowed at the moment. Is that? I think South Australians
No,
we're allowed to.
No.
they're locked down.
Brisbane's in lockdown.
No.
Greater Brisbane is in lockdown as of
3
6
days
p.m.
lockdown.
tonight.
No one goes home.
Personally, I'm in the Lockyer
Oh,
Valley
right.
and so is Silhouette Park Farm, but down in Boddington Farm, they're in lockdown, and so is all of Greater Brisbane. It's all in lockdown.
So Gerowyn, you're in Lockyer Valley. My
Yeah.
All right.
my family's in Gatton.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. They're 20 minutes away from me.
My cousin is the local policeman, detective there. Yeah.
Cool.
So I said I'm
Haven't
going to
met
send
him
him around to arrest Adam one day. So just for fun of it.
Oh,
Hang
that'd
on,
be so funny.
hang on a minute.
You've got to let me know if he's going to do that, because I'll go over and I'll hide behind a bush with my camera and video it.
They're
I'm
not
going to put in an anonymous marijuana tip.
You got to remember too, though, that they're not in Gatton. They're in
Gatto.
They're in Gatto, mate.
Gatto.
And
Oh, ghetto.
Nettie and Adam are about 20 minutes from Gatton, and I'm about 30 minutes from Nettie and Adam.
Yeah, I think they know. I can't say his name, obviously, but I think they know him. So, yeah.
Well, see, they've been in the area a lot longer than I have. We've only been here for about 6 months.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And most of that's been in lockdown. So,
And where were you before?
we're at Eagleby in Logan. So, and Logan is in lockdown at the moment. So, I'm really glad I'm not there. So, yeah, we had a 3.5 acre property in Eagleby.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we were there for 4 years. Before that, we had a 600 square meter property in Eagleby. So, but all of those videos are in my playlists. I've been recording videos for like 4 years.
Actually, I've got a question for Darren. So,
Yes, mate.
a multi-part question. How did you get into forging? How long have you been doing it? What do you forge, and can you forge me a sword?
Ooh,
And me and I.
good question.
What do you want a sword for?
Um,
Hang on. What do you want a sword for?
Military history nut over here. So yeah, I just love all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
Military history nut. That's a polite way of saying nerd.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd.
Jesus.
So yeah, how did you
But
get
not
started, and how long have you been doing
pumpkin.
it?
All right. I have been doing the forging part for about 2 years. Knife making for about 4 years. And as to making you a sword, no, it's illegal.
Damn.
Really?
Yes.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
no, they got to be licensed. Yeah.
Oh, really?
So what's
I can make one.
How
I can't sell it to you.
What
Ah.
about give it away?
But you can a knife. You can do a
how
knife.
big does a knife have to be before it becomes a sword?
That's a good question. Technicality.
Well, that's 8 inches, right?
That's 8 inches. Steve.
See what I got to live with? Are you getting a little window into my life?
I think it's closer to 9.
I keep saying 10, but you know.
Well, I did say people like to exaggerate girth and length.
They do indeed.
More of a squash
Yeah,
player
no.
myself.
Julianne and I, we like watching Forged in Fire. We've watched all the series, and that it's a fascinating craft and the skills those guys have, and guys and girls, they're just amazing.
Yeah, I've spoken to quite a few of them. They're in the knife making groups that I'm in and that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's a guy that was he was one of the winners on Forged in Fire called Wayne Mellington, and I follow him on Facebook, and some of the stuff that he's making with Damascus is just incredible.
Yeah, is he making his own Damascus?
He does, yeah. He's I think his company's called the Pirate Forge, and he's just the stuff that he makes is just amazing.
Sorry, pattern welded steel to be knife maker correct.
Yeah,
because it's not Damascus.
Yeah.
So Darren, I've got a lot of old school farm implements hanging around the place with lots of rust on them. If I clean the rust up and send you a nice chunk of steel from an old farm implement, would you do something with it for me?
What would you like me to do with it? You're sending me a piece of rusty metal to do what with?
A Bowie knife, I think, is
I'll clean the rust up. I'll clean the rust up and I'll cover it in WD-40 and I'll post it to you. And make a blade for me, and I'll give you some coins.
I can make a blade for you, mate. If I can get across on. If I can get across on a.
Yes, are you coming for Australia Day? Are you heading over?
If we're still allowed and if they're still holding it. Yeah,
wait.
My dog's family live
for
around
Australia Day.
My dog's family live around the corner from you guys.
Your what family?
Now everyone looks confused.
The dog's family.
Yes. The breeder of my dog lives around the corner. The breeder of my dog lives around the corner from them. They live in Kangarilla.
Right.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Are they Windermere?
What's that?
Is that Windermere?
Windermere Kennels.
No, it is Cupido. Or Kaipo. Sorry. Kaipo Coolies.
Kaipo.
Yeah.
Are we looking at a puppy or a cat?
Out of all of that, all I've heard is that Darren's come to our place to get on the piss.
Depends whether we're still allowed over there at that time.
Sorry, mate.
And
which brings up Highland Homestead's comment. Yeah, the lockdowns here in Australia have been insane, and they have done a lot of damage.
If we're allowed over there and they're running it, I'm swinging past.
Sweet. Done deal. There'll be beer in the fridge.
I don't drink beer.
What?
Yeah, I
don't drink beer. Nah, Scotch or cider.
I'll get some scotch because I'm a bit of a scotch fan myself, so we're all good.
So good.
Nice, Steve.
Oh, and another one.
Oh, you've got the
Steve's not the one that was talking. Hey.
Yes, that's Celeste. So that's Celeste down there, and she talks. She doesn't bark, and this is Shadow. So they're Frenchies. So, I just woke up, did you?
It's like, Mum, put me down.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, she come from South Australia as well, so she licked me. Yeah.
Oh, don't do it.
Do you want a kiss, Stephen? What do you got?
No,
is that a
was really
staffy?
funny.
What is
There's
it?
a
The
Labrador.
dog just went from that screen to that
There's
one.
a Labrador with a bit of blue healer in him.
And he's a little bit mental.
That's who we keep telling to go away because he likes to hang out.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
I always would love it if we got a dog, but my mum says it's a dog or me. You can't have both.
What have you got?
Hello.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh,
That's
I'm
Bobby.
outnumbered.
That's
I
my
don't have a
call.
dog. Maybe I
I
should
got
go get a
two.
goat. I can get a goat. I'm not bringing a goat inside.
No, we just got the goats outside. We just finished we're bottle feeding 2 this time round.
there
You know,
is something cool about having a baby goat in the house.
Adam's
Though.
band.
I think Nettie's still online, and you know that look that she
She is.
shows Darren when Darren's singing. Well, that was the look that your dog just gave
Hang
me.
on. Darren doesn't sing. Adam sings.
Adam, sorry. So when Adam sings,
Adam sings.
Nettie gets this fangirl look on her face. And your dog just had that for you, Darren. It's just like, oh, sorry.
My dogs love me.
It's the beard. It's the beard. I'm looking at Darren like that now because of the beard.
Stephen shaved, thank God, today. So
2
He
2
should
days
jump on the stream.
we can leave you guys alone if you like. You know, you can get your own room.
My land homestead have a Labrador as well.
No.
You can't go wrong with a Labrador. A Labrador is that there's
Labrador's
food
lovely.
wherever you go. You don't need to worry about COVID. You can always find food with a Labrador. It might be fox poo,
Horse poo,
a bit of rock,
barbed wire.
but you know, a Labrador is always something to eat.
And they always find the half-rotten rabbit and bring it and drop it into the lounge room, don't they?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's always got some funky smell going on his breath.
Although the best thing is, right, we'll give him a bone and he'll go and bury it. And we've got like a semi-pet pig. And the pig will come along and go, what the hell's that's delicious. And then the pig and him are at it. He's like going, get the hell away from my bone. And she's going, nah, I found this. This is mine. And it's on. It's sensational. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was sounded a lot better in my head than what came out. But yeah.
Our 11-year-old come up to me today and said, Mum, I think the dog's been eating corn. And I'm like, how do you know that? And he goes, well, it's in the poop. And I said, are you sure it's corn? Because I don't believe that. It's Lego.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's Lego everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah, he doesn't want it back apparently. So,
Why?
I've got some stories, but I'm not gonna go into it.
No.
Always put away the plastic that your meat comes wrapped in, because it doesn't always fully come out of the animal. But moving on.
Had that with a
Julianne, you are
twisty-
going to.
Hey?
Julianne, you are going to get me in so much trouble.
Oh, I plan on it. That's my mission in life.
Nettie's staring at me. I'm your second husband. You know, both Adam
Well,
and
just look
Steve
at
are
you.
going to beat me.
Look at you, Darren. How can we not?
And mate, you do not need any help getting into trouble. Just let me say that.
Me?
Not one little bit.
Poor little innocent
Roger
me.
that.
Sorry, Nettie. I Freudian slip there, but sorry. Adam.
I think we should add Nettie into the live stream so she could defend herself.
Adzine.
Or Adam.
And get her to sing.
Yeah, get her to sing. Come on, Nettie, come on.
She actually did sing the other night.
She got caught. She got caught singing on her live the other day, so
She did,
accidentally.
and it sounded beautiful.
It did.
She hasn't come back yet.
Adam does a good job on the lives when he cracks out the guitar and has a bit of a go. He does a good job.
He does. I'm pretty sure I can have 6 on with a live stream, can't I?
Yes,
you can have up to about 12.
I think
Nope.
Is it
no,
8?
you've got to have a paid membership.
Free
Oh, yeah,
version's only 6.
6. Right, yeah.
Come on, Nettie.
Come on, Nettie. Jump on in. She's not singing, she says.
You don't need to sing. Just hop on for a chat.
We won't make you sing.
We'll make you ugly.
Actually, we do a duo.
We're not going to make you sing, we promise. Not that we could make you sing anyway.
And I won't make you ugly cry again. So.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, we missed all that. Tell us about that.
North Shore Preparedness does room raids. So they look for small channels and they get everyone that's on their channel to go over to the other channel and do a room raid and just flood their live chat with loving and caring messages. And we all went over to Silhouette Park Farm while Adam was watching for a storm. And so he had this whole storm cloud thing happening in the background. And we've been in drought for like 4 years. And North Shore Preparedness came in with all his crowd. And they ended up just completely blowing up the chat. And a whole heap of people ended up sending super chats over. And it was just amazing. I'm pretty sure Nettie and Adam were both just about in tears. I mean,
as soon as I got there, yeah,
and I was watching it.
Yeah,
I was so happy for them. It was amazing.
It was awesome. As soon as they went live, because Nettie had told me they were going live. As soon as they went live, I was like, bang, and I'm like,
so was I.
Yeah, tagging all the mods and everything, and so and then we went in. It was one of the longest room raids I've done with them, so it was great.
Yeah, same. And it's the first one I've seen them actually do super chats. In my last live, I think I had some links in for the different spots in North Shore Preparedness video and Silhouette Park Farms video. I'll see if I can find it.
So North Shore Preparedness. And when are they live?
I don't know when they're actually live. It just seems to be fairly random.
Right. That's what I find hard, working out when people are live and when they're not.
Not many of them have a lot of
It's awesome though. I really, really enjoy his channel.
Yeah.
And going onto his lives is just brilliant because we did we also did
I like Ridge Life Homestead. I like how they
Ridge Life is brilliant as well.
Yeah, Tim's great.
Yeah, I think Tim's lovely how he talks about the other homesteads and yeah.
I'm not sure if it was Gail that was rated or whether it was
we rated Gail on New Year's Eve, I think it was. Gail, it was you on New Year's Eve, wasn't it, that we rated? That was so much fun. It was so good.
I think 5 out of the last 6 I've found, and that I don't know if you were on Gerowyn with the lady from the Philippines, Jean, and so she was from the Philippines, and then I suggested D&D Homestead.
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, and Catfish Terry, we rated him. So
I was there for that one.
Yeah, so yeah, there's quite a few that I've dobbed in. Oh, Jess, I dobbed in Jess as well. Keto Homestead with Jess. Yeah, she was in tears. So don't ever let me know that you're alive if you don't want to get room raided, because
stop stalking my playlist.
I know. I didn't even know you were there for the D&D, and then all of a sudden, because I was scoping them out before I suggest them, and I've got on. I'm like, what are you doing here, Daz? So yeah.
Darren does play D&D. I knew it.
Mate, I played it back in the 80s when it was cool.
It's still cool, mate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
When you weren't just an old man playing D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Silhouette. You don't have to have your camera on.
Something that I talked about in the live the other day, and I didn't have it on hand, but I thought I'd show it here for you guys that film with a camera. Do you guys have one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They're
I have a mic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I have a mic stand and a tripod.
Yeah. So
Show how the legs work.
we like these because the legs are flexible. So if you've got a pole, you can wrap it round and get it to hold, and it will hold on a pole, or so you can use it as a grip or a tripod. And we found it really helpful with our filming. And then you've got that can turn on its side, and then basically it's just a clamp that clamps onto your phone. So it's a Joby Gorilla Pod, I think they're called.
You can put your camera on that as well, but we use that one with the phone and then the tripod with the camera. So, but yeah, it's just handy when you're out in the farm and you just don't have anything to set it on. You can just wrap it around a post on something or a tree. So yeah.
And I've taken it out for the last couple of snake videos to set it up to try and get the snake to sort of shoot underneath the tripod, and both of them have gone the wrong directions, but the next one's going to work.
Or else.
Or else. I'll just catch it and put it back in the bag again.
Nettie's going to bed. She's got Archer to bed.
Night, Nettie.
Night, Nettie.
Night, Nettie.
See you, Nettie. That's it.
We probably should put it
Someone stirs as much trouble as me.
I always worry when you've got your camera off, Darren.
Yeah, you kind of
And
wonder
that's
what he's
because
up
I'm doing something I don't do on YouTube.
Oh, I don't want to know.
Either do I.
I'm not touching
Okay,
that.
this is the link to the video where Nettie got raided.
Oh, yep, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, lovely. So we can bring that up afterwards. Is that?
Yeah, and you'll be able to see the whole chats and everything.
Oh, right. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it'll be on their feed as well.
Right.
And
Okay.
Yeah, it'll take about 24, 48 hours to come up on the feed.
this
Right.
is the North Shore Preparedness link for the same video.
And they do about 3 or 4 during that whole hour or 2 that they're on. So
Yep. Nettie's raid was, hang on, I've got the timestamp for it.
So basically you pick one that's got not a massive subscriber count and you've maybe got only 8 or 9 watching, like now, and he gets up to about 70 or 80 people watching him. So then you jump across into the other person's room to chat. So they go from like 8 or 9 people up to 80 odd people, and you usually get a few subscribers out of it too. So which is really good. But yeah, Silhouette were lucky enough to get super chats on theirs. So which was really nice.
Chats. And it started raining at the same time as the raid started, so it was just amazing.
Yeah, lovely.
So Nettie's room raid, if you go to 27 minutes and 55 seconds into the video, that's when the raid started.
Right.
And on North Shore Preparedness, I've actually got these links on my last live that I did a little while ago. Looks like it was about 2 hours in that the room started. The room raid started.
Right.
on
So
the
it
North
went
Shore
for quite a
Preparedness
while.
video. Oh yeah, that particular live session went for about 3 hours, I think.
Yeah.
That's not long.
Oh yeah, I mean some of these guys stay on for like 14 hours.
That's at Southern Woodworking Homestead.
They're aiming to do a 24-hour one coming up.
Which we're joining. Yeah, we're going to join that one.
You can only put 12 hours up. I'm a mod on Ed's channel.
I have no idea. So I'll take your
So
word
Yeah.
for it on that one.
Woodcutter.
His last live was 14 hours, and it's 11 hours, 55 minutes up for it.
Mm.
Daisy Graze, I'm not 100% sure how many of the subs stick. I think the fact that they stay on watching your live for a length of time And North Shore Preparedness also encourages you to go over and watch other videos and hit like and write a comment.
Yep.
On
Yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
So you
A
do
lot
get
of-
some that stick, but not all of them.
A lot of them came back to the D&D one after North Shore finished.
Bye, Nettie.
Yeah.
You go.
I think I went back to a couple as well. So, and I even got a couple from those raids as well, like Jean in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And the D&D guys. So that was really, really good. But it's good because you get to see all these little channels that you don't,
You
know,
do.
you just find random ones, except for Darren seems to always be in them. So, yeah, he said, I'm stalking him. I'm like,
Yeah. It's like, how Darren's here again? They're usually the Shed War guys, though.
And Gerowyn, you had a video featured on Ridge Life this week as well, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
That was my really old goat video.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. It's like
So
3
he-
years old, that
he-
video.
He goes on Tuesday and does that, or his Tuesday and does an explore and shows small
Yeah.
channels. So he generally
Nice,
fires it
great.
up 2 hours before, and you can go in and just contact him and get him to queue up a video, and he'll hopefully show it. Which I'm going to try and do.
Put our
Just
Shed
half
Wars
hour.
intro video up.
Sorry.
So Tim put our Shed Wars intro video up.
Oh,
on
cool.
the
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the kids loved it. It was awesome.
He's got a lot of Aussie followers now. He's quite happy with it. So
He's lovely.
Yeah,
He's
Ridge
really
Life
nice to watch.
I think
Ridge
Highland
Life is a
Homestead.
really good channel.
Catch you later, Eva.
Bye, Eva. Thanks for dropping in.
bye, Highland.
Go enjoy that snow. We're just getting out fast.
So what time is it? 10:30 for you, Gerowyn.
Yes.
You guys
Oh, thank you,
are.
yeah.
We're
Yeah,
11:30.
It's
You're
over
11.
11 for us.
Yeah, 11:05 over here.
And the kiddos
Yeah.
are still up.
Yeah, Harrison's still behind you, Stephen.
Yeah, he's playing Minecraft.
We have to.
I went to bed a while ago. So my 11-year-old's been asleep for a couple of hours now. At least he should
Yeah.
be. He's in his room at least. He could
We
be
were-
listening to audiobooks, but
We were
I'm
watching a
pretty
video the other. Sorry, we were watching a video the other day, and this guy was doing a representation of each state. Julianne knows who I'm talking about. And he, when he was South Australia, he said, "Oh, come on, guys, we're half an hour behind." And then Queensland goes, "Yeah, more like 20 years behind."
I know. I love that guy. I know who you're talking about.
That's Jimmy Rees.
To one another, doesn't he? But it's him.
You've got to check him out. His name's Jimmy Rees, and if you don't
Yeah.
recognise him, he's Jimmy Giggle from Giggle and Hoot.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
He-
about. Yeah,
He is absolutely hilarious. So if you get a chance,
It's a,
yeah, have a look at him. And he does these ones called the packaging guy, the guy who invents the packaging for stuff. So he's a very, very funny guy. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you soon because we have to go and vaccinate cows tomorrow. So
that's a big job.
I don't know if you saw our last
I
video.
love your cow videos. I love them.
Yeah, we'll get some more tomorrow, but I don't know if you saw our last one. We had 4 people there, but this time it's only going to be me and Stephen, so that'll be interesting to round up cows. So, because cows are like small children. You tell them to go one way and they go the other. So,
Have
Not when you
seen
put a
any of
dog
Temple
behind 'em.
Grandin's videos?
Yeah.
sorry.
Have you guys seen any of Temple Grandin's videos and how she
Love Temple, Grandin.
Yeah. the whole cattle?
Yes.
movement?
I've done
We were
that,
talking
so
about it the other week. Julianne and I were talking about it the other week.
Yeah, she's very. She did a movie called The Girl Who Saw in Pictures because she's autistic, and yes, I showed Stephen that, and yeah, she talks about like because we had a few things that were flapping around, and you know they don't handle it, so we've created a chute to get them into the location, which has helped a lot. But she's amazing. She did an interview with the guy from Stony Ridge Farming, which, you know, isn't everyone's cup of tea. He's not, but she was really interesting to listen to. But Yes, Darren. But yeah, she's absolutely amazing. So I've got her movie to watch as well. But yeah, it's just our bull. He's very, very quiet. But yeah, I think he nearly gave Stephen a black eye the other day. Stephen thought he'd film him with his camera, and he flicked his head up and camera into the face. So yeah, but we'll get some more footage of them because our little babies are so cute. So yeah,
I got assaulted by an emu. I got headbutted by a bull. So I'm just waiting for the rooster to open up my leg and draw some blood. Now that'll be the third one.
I'll just kick you in the nuts. That'll be enough.
Sounds like a good trifecta.
Yeah.
What is it from butthole to breakfast time? I'll your head, body a bit lower down.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome.
Our rooster doesn't like him. He does not like Stephen at all. So every time he goes in, he just has a go at him. I can walk in, he's fine, but our rooster Rocky does not like Stephen.
There you go. That's the opposite here, isn't it?
I have a special name for him that I can't say on this channel.
Yeah.
Oh, Daisy Grace says to video it. Make sure you video it.
Oh, me kicking Stephen in the nuts? Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Use the grabby tripod.
Well, it might be one of those viral shorts.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Take one for the team, Stephen, literally. Take one for the team.
For the channel.
What's a bit more super glue in the body?
Petway Farm has.
You don't use them anymore?
Petway Farm, great friends of mine. They have had the absolute best viral video that I've seen.
Who is that?
Petway Farm.
Petway.
Petway Family Farm.
1,000 subscribers or something.
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
320,000 views on a short.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's
over 6,000 subscribers. They went from 341 to 6,700.
Is
Wow.
that Petway Family Farmstead?
Yep.
I think Lala Farms just commented on a couple of our videos just then. Oh, nice, Rick. Thanks.
Nice. Yeah, lovely. We got to go, guys. We've got kids chomping at our heels here to...
Same as us.
This one here.
There's only one that will be on camera, though, so...
Who's this? Who's this?
This is Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine.
Hello.
Jasmine. Was it Jasmine?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have lovely long hair.
I've been
How old are
watching.
you, Jasmine?
YouTube channel, so she's more comfortable on YouTube.
How old is she?
How old are you?
10.
Well, could you possibly tell our 11-year-old it's okay to be on YouTube? Because it's just like, ew.
Oh, my 11-year-old has his own channel.
Income on it, so.
My 11-year-old literally has his own channel.
Hey, Jasmine, my 11-year-old's pretty cute. You know, if you...
No. Too young.
High maintenance.
Oh,
Like her dad.
Yeah. No, just daddy's girl.
Dad's a bogan. All right. Gonna love you and leave you guys.
Good to chat, guys. Thank you for organising.
Thank you for coming.
I love this.
yeah, I'm
Gerowyn.
up too, guys. So
We should do this
thanks.
more.
Yeah,
Please
thanks
do
for
it.
organising this. So that'd be, if we could do it again, that'd be awesome.
If you want to check out my 11-year-old's channel, I just put his link in the comments. So in the chat. He has lots of fun videoing the goats. Videoing the goats, videoing the chickens. But of course his videos are all made for kids, so
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Lovely.
he's having fun doing some shorts too.
Oh,
He's
good.
very cute.
That's lovely.
All right,
Cool.
guys, going to love you and leave you. Thanks for the chat tonight.
Night, guys.
And-
Good to chat.
Guys,
I'm off too.
Yeah.
I'll see you Australia Day, Darren.
As long as it's on, mate.
All right, mate.
Well, yeah, we might be in lockdown, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Either
we
way,
are
I'll have a
in
nice
lockdown
little
at the
Scott here waiting with your name on it.
When you're ready.
If the party's on and I'm allowed over, I'll be heading over and I'll swing past because you
Beautiful,
are on
mate.
the way. All right.
All right,
Well, I'm heading off too because I've been on and off lives for about 12 hours today.
Oh, wow. You must be wrecked, Darren. Well, thank you for
Yeah.
coming. Thank you,
That's
everyone,
okay.
for coming and jumping on the chat, and we'll catch you in the next video. Have a great one. Bless you.